earth-descended men. All further exploration was delayed. In the very days when the new and inexplicable radio voices were first heard, drifting in from beyond your frontiers, the strange, soon-to-be terrible voices that conversed only in mathematics. Earth and Earth's colonies were divided, each against all by suspicion, and in mutual fear were rapidly training and arming for war. And at this point, the very readiness for violence that had sometimes so nearly destroyed you proved to be the means of life's survival. To us, the Karmpan Watchers, the withdrawn seers and touchers of minds, it appeared that you had carried the crushing weight of war through all your history, knowing that it would at last be needed, that this hour would strike when nothing less awful would serve. When the hour struck and our enemy came without warning, you were ready with swarming battle fleets. You were dispersed and dug in on scores of planets and heavily armed. Because you were, some of you and some of us are now alive. Not all our Karmpan psychology, our logic and vision and subtlety would have availed us anything. The skills of peace and tolerance were useless, for our enemy was not alive. What is thought, that mechanism seems to bring it forth. In my studies of the earth-descended variant of the galactic soul, I, third historian of the Karmpan race, must pursue truth through contact with minds, with perceived realities alien to me. And each reality, even each lie, is in itself a truth. The Machinery of Lies. 1. Tanya Seraphedin, peering through the forward windows of the ground-crawling shuttle, in which she was the only passenger, scanned the flat kilometers of concrete ramp under the endless curve of blue sky striped with bars of varicolored cloud. Within the cloud bars, turbulence made many shapes, suggesting and animating one form after another, some familiar, some fantastic. But Tanya, long accustomed to the show, ignored it. She was trying to see, or at least to guess, successfully, which of the parked interstellar spaceships dotting the broad expanse was the Lady Blanqui's yacht. The problem was complicated by the tendency of starships of any kind to have basically the same shape. The generic resemblance did not extend to color schemes, but Tanya had no idea of what to look for there. Ahead, and on both sides of the shuttle, she observed a collection of spheres, or near-spheres, ranging in size from launches and personal craft even smaller than a small house to liners and military ships the size of office buildings. Now, passing on the right was a freighter, which had probably been a month in subspace, voyaging with exotic cargo from some remote world far outside the Tollard cluster. And there on the left, in the opposite row, 100 meters from the freighter, squatted a white-hulled Templar warship, bristling with weapons. The fighter would be poised to leap into space, Tanya supposed, as soon as the next rumor reached Malawi of a berserker's presence anywhere within range of a 2- or 3-day patrol. When at last the automated shuttle stopped and opened its right side door for its only passenger, Tanya felt vaguely disappointed. The lady's yacht, called the Golden Hind, was remarkably ordinary in appearance, and definitely in the small house range of size rather than that of office buildings. Though Tanya did not consider herself expert on space armaments, drives, or detection astrogation systems, she was able to deduce something in each of those categories from the outward appearance of the craft, and nothing she deduced about the yacht particularly impressed her either. Walking briskly across the sunlit, windswept ramp between the shuttle and the ship, carrying her single, modest piece of luggage, she ascended a small, retractable ramp from ground level to the nearest entry hatch. The hatch was closed, so it was necessary to stand, waiting for some person or machine inside to acknowledge her arrival. The delay was brief. "Name, please?" inquired a definitely human-sounding voice from an invisible speaker somewhere in the hull. Tanya Seraph.